Okay, today I'm going to be talking about the Earth, but specifically I'm going to be talking about the shape of the Earth. Now you might be thinking, is it going to be talking about, is the Earth flat? Is it a sphere? I'm actually going to be talking about neither of those, and I'm going to be talking about the Earth could possibly be shaped like a donut. Now, you might think that's a little weird, but actually it works almost similarly to a spherical Earth in a way that affects with gravity and stuff like that. So there's a big group of people, I'd say majority of people think that, or say that, oh, the Earth is a sphere. There's also another group of people that consider it flat. You might have heard of people like the Flat Earth Society or something like that considers the Earth to be shaped flat. Well, what I'm proposing today is the Earth could possibly be shaped like a donut. So some of your first thoughts might be like, how does the shape, how does the shape of a donut work? Like when you think of gravity, wouldn't gravity create a sphere? Wouldn't it create come in and collapse? Like how would a donut not collapse in on itself? What's actually quite interesting, and it involves centrifugal force. So centrifugal force, imagine like a flying disc or something, with enough force, with enough rotation, and it going so fast, it can actually stop it from collapsing in on itself. So instead of, it can actually just keep that shape and not turn to a sphere because it's just moving so fast that's counteracting it wanting to collapse in on itself. Another thought you might be, well, how does night and daytime work on a donut-shaped planet? Well, the answer to that is actually, imagine you have a flashlight and a donut. So you lay the flashlight down and a donut perpendicular to it. Now, it works similar to an Earth, or to a spherical Earth, in that if it's daytime, the flashlight is on the one side, but on the other side, it's actually dark, so it's nighttime. And another thing that I find interesting with light is you might think like, well, let's say I'm on like the inner hole of the donut. So like I'm on like the inner donut hole. How, couldn't I just look up and see the other side, see the other part of the hole? Well, the answer is actually no, you couldn't, because of the sheer mass of the donut. It actually bends light to the curvature of the donut hole. So, when you look up, you wouldn't be seeing the other part of the donut. You'd be seeing just sky or a space or whatever it curves around to, because the sheer mass, it actually changes, or it just pulls at the light, and you're not able to see it. It kind of works like when we think of the sun. Scientists can look at the sun and see things, or any star really, or any planet, and see what's behind it, because it's such a large mass that it curves the light, so you're actually able to see behind the sun or around the sun or any object that has a lot of mass. So the same thing works with this, but on like a more down-to-earth level, because of its curvature and its mass, you just see it a little bit different. So that's what I have today, and those are just my thoughts on how a donut-shaped Earth could work, because of its shape, its mass, the speed of it, and how it could possibly be possible for it to not collapse in on itself and stuff like that. And it's just some information I found, and I think it could be possible that the Earth is shaped like a donut. And that's another theory to go along with the flat Earth theory and stuff like that. And I found it really interesting. So thank you.